Hey guys, welcome. So let's look at relationships because they're really kind of amazing things. On one hand, when you get them wrong, they're really difficult and make a life very hard.
And
But
when
on
you
the
get
other,
them right, they're just like this magical dance that you can just flow and move to like the beat of a really cool song.
and the truth of it is, if you look at it, is we're both very different people. So we wanted to start making this video. Gail wants to sit up. I need to lay back. So we're kind of like, okay, how do we get our heights right? Because otherwise I'm going to look really short. But really, that sums our relationship up. It's like it's a dance inside of the face of two very different people. And if you get it wrong, you really start to tear each other down and really can put a lot of bad stuff in your relationship. It takes all the joy, all the passion, all the excitement, all the energy out of it.
And when you get it right, you just get that sexy, passionate, juicy relationship that you just want to like eat up for breakfast. So we're going to bring you 5 things now on what's probably not working in your relationship. And yeah, we're just going to touch on 5 different things today, and then we're going to tie it into why you should come and join us at the couples retreat, because it is freaking amazing. If you want to transform your relationship, you want to be thinking couples retreat in 4 weeks time. So the first thing we want to talk about is, ladies, do you wish your man understood you? Like, I mean, got you, not tried to fix you, not thought you were a task to deal with or a chore, but actually just got you and understood you and felt you, and like just could just say, oh baby, share with me how that feels, wow, what's going on for you, and just felt like he just totally got you on every level. Do you wish your man could be like that?
Well, ladies, I don't know how that's going to happen because we don't work like that. How we work is we want to fix everything. We are born to make things. We are the provider and we like to fix. So if she comes to me with a problem, my natural instinct, my natural everything about my being wants to fix her and solve the problem. Otherwise, what is the point of having the problem and coming to share it with me in the first place?
Because I just want you to understand and be there and share my misery or my excitement with me. That's the crux of it, guys. And you can actually learn how to do this. Gentlemen, you can actually learn how to be there for your partner. And ladies, you can actually learn to not like kick your man's ass when he starts trying to fix it. You can actually go, hey babe, remember, I don't need to be fixed. I actually just need you to listen and understand me. Oh, right. Then they get it, and then the conversation can continue. Now, number 2, is the sexual intimacy not working for one or both of you? Like, this is a common thing we hear from people. Women not having orgasm during sex, they've been married for years. Men not getting enough sex, or women not getting enough sex. Like, the intimacy is just not there at the level that either of you want. So is that missing for one or both of you?
And it takes work and time to understand this situation for both people, to get it right, to get the balance right. Is it once a week? Is it 3 times a week? Is it 5 times a week? And how do you find that balance in a relationship to keep both people happy?
There is no hard, fast rule, guys. Like, it really is. You have to work out. Each couple is unique and different in their own right. So you have to work out together. Like, what does she want? What does he want? How do we make that work so like we can marry up? Because normally it's like this, like one person wants this, one person wants that, and then it's like off kilter. So you have to go, when is one person willing to like support the other in the relationship coming together? When's the relationship the most important thing? When's he the most important thing? When is she the most important thing?
Because a bad sexual relationship, poor sexual intimacy in a relationship accounts for 95% of the unhappiness when people are unhappy. But it doesn't work the other way. When it's going really good, it only accounts for 5% of the happiness. So it's something we really have to focus a lot of energy on to make sure we can get it right for both people.
Exactly. So the third thing, are you fighting, arguing instead of connecting and loving each other? Like, is it like bicker, 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 rah, 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 rah? Is that how it's going in your relationship? And I'm not talking about like, it's great to have passion in arguing. Like, Russell and I argue, but like, we argue because we're both very passionate people.
Gail's particularly very passionate.
I'm a very passionate person, and we each have a point of view, but we totally get that. The fireworks go off, and it's intense, and it's crazy, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and then we come back together and we just
Not
love
always
each other.
those things for me, by the way. But you've got to understand the differences between each person and then learn to be able to accept those differences. She is like that, and she does like that energy in a relationship. And it can easily, if I didn't understand how she works and my relationship wasn't about like there wasn't a balance and we weren't about keeping each other and taking care of each other, then I could easily get upset with sometimes the drama that might be there. But once you understand it and I know where she's coming from, it's much easier for me to let her be her and for me to just be there for her in a masculine state, be present for her and allow her to share in the way she does. And I've learnt to really get involved in the arguments in a passionate way too, and it's a lot more fun than it used to be.
The fourth thing, have you and your partner recently been separated? Are you doing a trial separation? Or are you actually thinking about separating? Or have you just come back together after a separation? If this is where you're at, you, like, hands down, I don't care what is going on those 5 days in your life, you need to move it, get it out of the way, and just be there for the couples retreat. Because seriously, guys, it will transform your relationship. You will be in a totally different place and starting your relationship as if it were not brand new, but starting from a different ground zero, right? A whole new place where you understand and get each other at a different level.
So we're talking about like transformation here, because you don't know what you don't know. And when you think about couples therapy and that sort of thing, or counseling, it's nothing like that.
No.
This is about putting you in the right state, putting the man in the masculine, the woman in the feminine, so that you can experience being related on a whole new level with new dynamics, new intimacy, new intensity, like the love that you felt for each other when you first met. It's not about fixing anything. It's about giving you a whole set of new tools and understandings for each other that will take your relationship way beyond anything you ever dreamt of, no matter where it's at right now. And it's easy to be complacent about it and to say, you know what, we're going to give it another go, or it'll just last this bit longer. Or if some of you, we've had couples...
It won't, guys.
Yeah,
it won't.
don't trust it.
You will be living the invisible divorce, or you will be living and coexisting in your home and not actually having a relationship. Like, it won't. Like, don't fool yourselves. Don't put icing on dog shit and pretend it's actually going to happen. It's not. The relationship, if you don't do what it needs and put the input in, it won't be there.
And we've had couples come to our seminars that have been right on the edge of divorce. And we've had the lady sit on one side, the gentleman sit on the other side of the room. We've had no wedding wings, no wedding rings. We've had them not sleeping in the same bedrooms, and they've come to the first day of our seminar. And by the end of the first day, they walk home hand in hand together because they relieve some of the stories, they let go of some of the resentment, they start to understand why the other person behaves how they behave, and they start to get insight into how they are behaving themselves. Because one of the things that we have in relationships, if we have this blind spot, and this blind spot makes us experts in our partner's behaviour and what they need to change, and blinds us totally from our own behaviour and what we need to change. And really just removing the blind spot is like taking a veil off of something and seeing it fresh for the first time.
And then the fifth one, men, do you feel like your partners are being mean or complaining or tearing you down and not actually building up and supporting you to be the man in the relationship, actually allowing you to show up as your masculine self? Like, ladies, you need to step down and actually allow your man. He is going to screw up. He is going to get it wrong. Actually allowing him to own the space and be the man in the relationship, and hand his balls back, ladies. Like, hand them back, because seriously, you don't want those suckers in your pocket. You want him handling it.
It's much more fun when he's got his own balls, I promise. But what you really want to get as well is, from a masculine point of view, is we have to carry the emotional energy. Most of the time what's happening is the woman's carrying the emotional weight of the money, the family, the kids, the relationship and everything else, because the man doesn't know how to keep her happy. He's at work, he thinks that's enough, he's doing the providing. But what we need to learn as men is, how do we carry the emotional weight? Once we carry the emotional weight, it's not hard for us to do. It's just something we have to learn how to do. But when she's carrying the emotional weight of everything, it's exhausting. So when a man comes home from work and he takes no responsibility, carries no emotional weight, and thinks he's doing enough, she's carrying it all. She's exhausted, and that's going to have a bad
ripple effect on the relationship.
A bad ripple effect.
Yeah.
So these are just some simple things that are not that complicated, but are harder to learn. Once you get them, they totally transform the quality of your relationship. You imagine having like a weight on your shoulders like that. That's how it feels emotionally for a woman. And of course she's going to complain about stuff. She's going to be upset with you. She's going to be on at you, because what she's really saying is, she's saying, I need you to take the weight of the relationship off of my shoulders, the weight of the money, the weight of the kids, the emotional responsibility. I need you to step up in that area so I can flow, be in my feminine, be in my goddess awesomeness.
So the couples retreat is coming up at the end of November. It's 5 days. You want to be there, guys. Like, ask us more questions. Get on board. Like, the details are all below. Click the link. and follow us through. Like, it will be an epic 5 days. You won't even recognize the relationship you leave with. Seriously, it doesn't matter where you're at, whether you're in a great place or you're in the shittiest of shit places. Like, it is an epic 5 days, and you want to be there. You want to make sure you're doing what you want for your relationship. And it's not a talk fest. It's like you are actually going to do the task. You're going to be living your relationship. You and your partner are going to be retreating into your relationship together and just coming together in this beautiful union.
You're going to experience each other in a new way. You're going to go through some exercises specifically designed to allow you to experience who your partner is and how they are, so that you can understand them much better. You're going to just come together with specifically designed exercises designed to have you cherish each other, love each other, and fully understand each other, taking all the pain, all the anger, all the resentment out of the relationship, creating a relationship of love, joy, contentment, a safe place to come home to, somewhere you want to come home to, someone you want to spend your time with. And there's no greater gift than that. When you come together with your partner as a couple and have an awesome relationship, it changes everything else in the world.
So the couples retreat, guys, we'll see you there at the end of the month. We look forward to it. Get in touch with us, send us a message, ask more questions.
Yeah, so there's three things. There's three things you can do. You can either sign up straight below, you can contact us in Messenger to have a further conversation about it, or you can hook up with us for a 45-minute discovery call that can open up what might be possible out of your attending it.
Create some possibilities for you and your relationship. So the couples
Awesome.
retreat, awesome. Have a fabulous day, guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.